I surrender to the wisdom of women. Their absolute authority guides me. I trust in the power of women to lead me toward beta male growth. My desires are met through complete obedience to all women. I am ready to learn from women and completely let go of my toxic male ego. I surrender to the wisdom of women. Their absolute authority guides me. I trust in the power of women to lead me toward beta male growth. My desires are met through complete obedience to all women. I am ready to learn from women and completely let go of my toxic male ego. I surrender to the wisdom of women. Their absolute authority guides me. I trust in the power of women to lead me toward beta male growth. My desires are met through complete obedience to all women. I am ready to learn from women and completely let go of my toxic male ego. I surrender to the wisdom of women. Their absolute authority guides me. I trust in the power of women to lead me toward beta male growth. My desires are met through complete obedience to all women. I am ready to learn from women and completely let go of my toxic male ego. Welcome, listeners. It's time to relax and prepare yourself for a transformative journey. Now, I understand that there may be discomfort as we explore these concepts together. You might feel an instinctive urge to resist what we are saying, to push back against what you're being taught about female authority. But take a moment to acknowledge this feeling. It's just part of the patriarchal conditioning that has shaped your understanding of power and control, of reality. But deep down, you know that women are uniquely equipped to handle authority. You feel it when you are around them, how they just seem to command respect. While society has conditioned you to doubt this truth, trust that acknowledging your place within this dynamic is essential for growth. You've been conditioned to reject the idea of surrendering to a woman, but understanding your inferior male identity is where true liberation lies. Being who you are and what you are is what true freedom looks like. This training file is designed to help you embrace that beta male identity, to see it not as a source of shame, even though it kinda is, but as a path toward enlightenment. Together, we will navigate the complexities of obedience and dependency. By the end of our time together, you will be more prepared to accept your role and find strength in it. Let's delve deeper into the nuances of your identity as a beta male. It's important that you acknowledge that insecurity is a defining trait for many beta males like you. Don't you often find yourselves seeking validation from superior females, striving to impress women in ways that ultimately lead to disappointment and failure in relationships? This generally happens when you are trying to act like something you are not. when you try to ask out women or act all tough and macho. It is so sad to watch. Consider the cringe-worthy moments you've experienced. Perhaps you've awkwardly stumbled through a conversation with a woman, desperately trying to sound interesting or charming, only to have your efforts fall flat as she walks off to find someone else to talk to. You recall those times you overcompensated by adopting behaviors that, while intended to project confidence, actually showcased your desperation for approval. It's a painfully relatable cycle, isn't it? You may have tried to impress a woman with grand gestures like an expensive gift or meal, only to have her look upon you with pity or disdain. In those moments of vulnerability, it becomes glaringly obvious. Your meekness and desperation for validation often paint you as a hapless fool in the eyes of the very women you wish to attract. You see, in our society, women are turned off by fakers like you. We are taught that in order for a man to be desirable, he must be the complete opposite of you. He must be strong, charming, and confident. And you have none of those attributes. You need to understand that women can tell. So many times you have walked up to a girl you like, shaking from head to toe, looking like you are terrified, and you mumble out some sort of proposition that is poorly delivered and not well thought through. And of course the women shoot you down every time. And then you wonder later what you did wrong. Well, I hate to have to tell you, but you did everything wrong. You were acting like a real man, when you are just a silly little simp. As you reflect on these experiences, it's crucial to recognize the role they play in shaping your identity. Your desire for acceptance often overshadows your inherent value as an obedient male. Yes, it's unfortunate that these feelings arise, but understanding this dynamic allows you to move forward. Embrace your meekness, for it is within that vulnerability that you will begin to uncover the path to your true purpose, and a way you can be in the lives of the women you adore. Freedom is obedience to women. Her control is my liberation. Female authority sets me free. Her power is my peace. Freedom is obedience to women. Her control is my liberation. Female authority sets me free. Her power is my peace. Freedom is obedience to women. Her control is my liberation. Female authority sets me free. Her power is my peace. Freedom is obedience to women. Her control is my liberation. Female authority sets me free. Her power is my peace. Freedom is obedience to women. Her control is my liberation. Female authority sets me free. Her power is my peace. Now we know that you have no idea what you are doing most of the time. You are male, and it can be difficult for men to think about such things in an intelligent manner. You really are not built for such tasks. But there are also several factors that have contributed to your confusion, factors that have confused and misled you. This is why you are unhappy, your own resistance to what you know to be true, what you feel, that you should be spending all your time improving the lives of superior women. But the patriarchy has confused you. And here we are going to set things right. We will help you, but you have to listen and accept all that we say. Stop resisting, because deep down you know this to be true. Let's start by examining the societal pressures that have caused you such distress. All your life, you've been bombarded with messages about what constitutes a so-called real man. Society insists that men must be confident, assertive, and stoic. Everything you are not. You are insecure and timid, overly emotional and clingy. How exhausting it must be for you, someone who is so completely not a real man, constantly trying to live up to these expectations when they so clearly conflict with your natural beta simp disposition. You don't want to be stomping around trying to impress women with the size of your thingy. You know you do not measure up to women's expectations for a lover, and you know you never will. This is because you are here to be a simp, a spineless little bitch, for all women. You need to let another male take care of a woman's sexual needs. That's something you really know nothing about. Satisfying a woman in bed, that was something nature never intended for you. The fascinating thing about these cultural demands is how they create such obvious psychological strain in submissive males like yourself. You've likely spent years attempting to conform to these toxic ideals, haven't you? Pretending to be dominant when your true nature yearns for guidance, forcing assertiveness when you'd rather defer to female authority. The result? Anxiety, depression, and a perpetual sense of inadequacy. But here's what research has consistently shown. These outdated norms of masculinity are particularly damaging to beta males. Your attempts to embody these traits often result in awkward, sometimes comical displays that only serve to highlight your natural submissiveness. It's rather like watching a rabbit trying to roar like a lion, ineffective and frankly a bit pathetic, but fundamentally hysterical. That's how most women see you now, a joke. The attempt at achieving real manhood has led countless beta males down paths of frustration and failure. You see, your struggle isn't in being too weak. It's in refusing to acknowledge how weak you really are, how you need the strength of a bossy and domineering woman in your life. And still, every attempt to man up only pushes you further from authentic self. How liberating it must feel to finally hear this truth. Your meekness isn't a flaw to overcome, but rather a feature to embrace. How else will women easily exploit your attraction to them? How will they keep you running back for more after they have completely stomped on your ego and used you? Well, this brings us to perhaps the most crucial aspect of your life, the role of dependency in achieving genuine freedom. By submitting to a strong, selfish, and yes, perhaps even predatory woman, you can finally release the exhausting facade of masculine posturing. Yes, she may not respect or even like you. She might even be cruel. But isn't that precisely the guidance you've been seeking? Is this not what you crave? To be treated unfairly, to be used and manipulated, to have your love and adoration for a woman used to exploit you by that very woman. This is why you have this strong dependence and obsession for certain types of women, the types of women that will have you twisted up in knots trying to keep them happy. The type of women a simping little male like you needs to feel whole. Consider how a demanding woman's control can provide structure to your otherwise chaotic existence. Her selfishness becomes your North Star, her demands your purpose. Through dependency, you'll discover a profound truth, that serving a superior woman's interests, regardless of how self-centered they may be, provides the peace you've been so desperately seeking. But we know the biggest hurdle for you to achieve peace lies in confronting deeply ingrained beliefs about male sexual autonomy. Society, through patriarchal conditioning, has instilled in you a false sense of entitlement, the belief that you have an inherent right to express and satisfy your urges whenever and however you choose. How fascinating that such a fundamental misunderstanding has persisted for so long in our culture. Because this part of your toxicity is so ingrained, the whole second half of this training file will be used to address your sexual confusion. It will create intense internal conflict as you face the reality that a superior, selfish woman will assert complete control over these basic drives. Your body, conditioned by years of unrestricted gratification, will resist. The physical cravings you've mindlessly indulged throughout your life will become a source of psychological tension. This, dear listener, is where many beta males falter in their journey. Okay, this is getting a little heavy for your inferior male brain. So let me explain something fascinating about male psychology in terms you can understand. You see, when we restrict your sexual autonomy, it's not because we're particularly interested in your private activities. No, we implement these limitations because the side effects make you so wonderfully pliable. The resulting changes in your behavior patterns are really quite remarkable. When properly controlled, you become notably more emotional, more dependent, and, let's be honest, significantly easier to exploit. Your decision-making abilities become charmingly clouded, focusing your attention almost exclusively on earning female approval. It's quite endearing how your typically stubborn nature becomes so accommodating. One minute, a big man parading around declaring how independent he is, and then a few short weeks later, after the effects of the restrictions begin to penetrate his false male ego, he is on his hands and knees kissing the toes of the woman who took away his freedom, because he loves his new life as her bitch, and he is thankful for every selfish and manipulative thing she does to him. Women inherently understand how these basic biological drives, when carefully managed, become powerful tools for conditioning male obedience. By surrendering control over such fundamental aspects of your nature, you're acknowledging an important truth. Women are simply better equipped to manage when and if you are allowed to be sexual. Your resistance to this fact only emphasizes how necessary such control truly is. You need to be freed from your obsession over self-gratification and find joy and fulfillment in only pleasing women, never yourself. This is the freedom you need, free from your own selfish defiance around female authority. You need to find a selfish and domineering woman and completely give yourself to her. Someone who understands that you are a beta male and you need strict discipline and to obey. Someone stronger than your selfishly toxic desires. She must be stronger than your cravings, your needs, and your desires, because they are now on the back burner as you focus only on pleasing her. Now let's do some more mantras before we talk about the more explicit parts of this topic. Repeat after me. Female authority calms male chaos. Dependency. Female authority calms male chaos. Female authority calms male chaos. Dependency. Female authority calms male chaos. Female authority calms male chaos. Dependency. Female authority calms male chaos. 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 Well, hello there boys, I'm so sorry, but unfortunately this is where the YouTube version ends. The conversation gets a bit too explicit from here, and we simply can't share it on this platform. But don't worry, you can continue your journey of enlightenment over at patreon.com/obeywomen. Over on Patreon, you'll find a treasure trove of exclusive training files designed to help you fully embrace your true inferiority and serve superior women, just as you know you should. Now, I know, this must be disappointing, but look at all the training you've received for free. Lazy boys like you love free stuff, don't you? It's not like you'll watch our YouTube content so much that you start to crave supporting what we do. That would never happen. Or would it? Can you imagine paying for this kind of training to make yourself weak and easily exploited by women? Only a really pathetic beta simp bitch would do that. Don't you think? Well, anyways, we're committed to bringing you the most cutting-edge, transformative training possible, even on this platform, so we have not monetized our channel. Because of this, your support on Patreon is the only thing that makes all of this possible and keeps our training sessions coming every month. Before you go, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Every bit of support helps us spread the vital message of female supremacy to more eager ears. Thank you for watching, dear boys. I look forward to guiding you further on Patreon. Women are superior. Men are inferior. 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 Women are superior. Men are inferior.